1 hour tour together.
After working with this group last year already for this performance we did, this 19th day, we all felt like we wanted to work more on visibility of transgender people in Tbilisi. And already last year during this performance we also did a bit of mapping. I was interested in sort of places and also different visions of places. And then I thought about this, doing like an audio tour where people walk through like general normal environment, but maybe listen to stories of other people that they wouldn't think of when they walk past there. So, I mean, we all have streets we walk down every day, and for us it's become normality, but other people see these houses or buildings or places in a different way, and I thought it would be interesting to have these four transgender women telling their stories connected to places, but also to put stories that they have, ideas and have, experiences and have, things that happen to them in connection to some places. So not every place we visited in this tour was necessarily used as a story, but it gives them like sort of an inspiration to some story. When we walked past the hospital, it was not about like a childbirth center, it was not about these women having any personal experiences within this building, but it then tackles the topic of children, of giving birth, of wanting to be a mother. And things that for us are very, like for many of us are very normal, and for other people it's a very different story. So to make us get out of, or people who are listening to these stories or these interviews, I want them to just switch their perspective. Using this place to start you thinking about something, to use something as an inspiration to put yourself in a state of mind or open yourself to look into certain topics. So it's more like a trigger for a story. Of course, there are certain places that are connected to concrete memories, but I also always jump from these concrete places and these concrete memories into some more abstract, like something stands for something. So circus itself stands for certain things connected to their lives. But then these underparts I used a lot, like to talk about fear in general, or later on about dreams, so again like or ideas about like childhood memories, which are not, I mean, they didn't spend their childhood there, but it's certain places that for me I find an association with, and that this more like a more abstract work. It's not this concrete mapping of finding a story to that concrete space all the time. The name actually comes out of one of the interviews we did, and Natalie describes there how she, when she was young, she saw this flower and that's some memory of her childhood, and we just really liked this. The story was really beautiful, and also it's also, I mean, yes, and they all care a lot about it. Natalie especially loves flowers, and it's like, and I also want to show something different. I also didn't want to just go into this. Into all just into problems, and also into the talks about prostitution, but also show their everyday lives or their childhoods. I mean, we all are the same people. I mean, also I want to include things that are not just always on certain issues that are put on transgender people generally anyways. So you all had this map and walked along the train, and this pebble was just a little, and it was just a little thing of myself. I read its book. I really love this. There's a line in this book where she said, like, I like to have a pebble in my shoe, because when it's there, I feel like I'm not alone. And I like this idea of there's something that's hurting, actually, is not comfortable, but also reminds you of some presence, that there's something around and that you're not alone. And in a way, I wanted to create also, for me, it was some idea that when you walk, you're not alone. Of course, you should be staying by yourself, but you're with these women. There is something around you, just to make sure that you're not just by yourself. It's not just about you, just like something that reminds you of other things going on. And that for me, it was a pebble. So you could put that in your shoe. I think most people didn't, but it was more for me this idea of, there is something else, and we shouldn't just, although we should stay by ourselves, there's something else as well. We can find out ourselves what we think about. And this paper, because I thought like also these, there's so much of these women are giving away and telling us and so open to us. I thought as they invite us into their lives and give a lot away and tell a lot. I thought it was just nice if people who, if they wanted to, would also give something back, anything they want to tell them. So that's why. We are living in our bubble, we're living in our routine. We just perceive our lives as the normality for everyone, but everyone has a different reality. And I think for many, at least for no one will ever understand someone else's lives, but I think it's just to keep in the back of your mind that there is other things also going on, and that this is a city of many people, and many people leading different lives, and you can do that with anyone.